I'm Arthur Perkins. This is APGamingREAL. We're back for episode 3 of Sons of Gold. It has been a while, actually like 3 or 4 weeks. It feels like it's been so much longer. I'm here with Sick Alpha, Virgil Levenger, and Kelsa. We all have a lot of catching up to do since I don't think we've actually had any shows together since the last Sons of Gold.
No, I don't think we
No.
have.
My life went from being shitty at the last episode to being a lot better now, and it's happy good times. Thank you for your sub, Kelsa. Perfect time. Yeah. Virgil, how have you been?
Doing fairly well. Just playing my music. I'm playing a lot of music lately.
Yeah, I saw you send out a link last week for a new track.
Yeah, that was the only one that I've really completed lately. I mean, it's one thing to like make a bunch of art. It's another thing to like complete a piece of art.
Yeah,
But
I have a
that
pile of ashes out back where all my not completed art is.
I threw it together in like a few hours. I should say several hours, probably. I was up very late, but decided that it was done and that I could just put it out. So I did, and I really like it. And it's on soundcloud.com/zircon5, the first song.
So you're saying if people want to listen to the music you make, they can go to soundcloud.com/zircon5?
Soundcloud.com/zircon5.
All right, just making sure.
Other than that, things have been okay. I'm still in this weird position where like my job is up in the air. And will either land on like a higher platform or in the garbage.
I feel like that's my whole life at any given moment. It's up in the air and will land on a higher platform or garbage.
They literally told me, they were like, your position is no longer extant as of some time that we will not inform you of at any random moment.
So we're either going to promote you or let you go?
There is a better job that we might promote you to if we don't find a better candidate. I don't think there is a better candidate. So hopefully I get this fucking sick job, and instead of getting fired for just doing a really good job at my job, and they decide to restructure. It's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, corporations suck, man. We got to bring down capitalism. Did you say you were doing a lot of games?
Yeah, I've just been playing a lot because I've been running for some people, which is cool because I keep running all these games for all these new players that have never played.
That's always an interesting experience too.
Yeah, so I've just been having a ton of fun with it and just throwing crazy weird stuff at them and letting them, do stuff that you would just never allow in a game, Arthur. You'd be like, this is not a thing.
I feel like the thing about new players, though, is that they kind of fall into one or two categories. They either look to you for what they're capable of doing, or they just say, can I do this thing? And you're like, I've literally never heard a player ask to do that before. They didn't know that they could do that, and now you're doing it, and I'm freaked out. This is what happens.
Well, I do have a serial ball bearing thrower. If I describe something, he throws a ball bearing at it. Just in case, I guess. I'm like, yeah, there's like a weird dead tree. He's like, well, I better hit it with a ball bearing.
Like, I can actually
off like a pillar with all these carvings and warnings in it. He's like, I throw a ball bearing at it.
Well, is it Dungeons and Dragons, right? Because I mean, if it's a mimic and you hit it with a ball bearing, right?
Right. Well, there is I exactly
this. Trap,
I dropped
or a curse.
Yeah, I dropped a mimic in a room for the next session, and also I'm going to have a specific puzzle that's solved by ball bearings, where like gas is leaking out of some holes. So I'm gonna let him have some fun with it. I'm really enjoying GMing. I almost have barely done it other than some Dungeon World games, but D&D 5e is really fun to run in like a campaign setting. I'm loving it, and then playing a bunch of games too.
I also have been playing a bunch of games of Cancol, the RPG, which has been unusual.
I leveled up a monk today to level 10 because we ended like a...
Oh, you're halfway to being immortal.
Storyline. Yeah, I can no longer suffer from disease or poisons, which is nice. I can run 50 feet across the top of water or up a wall
That's pretty sweet.
Oh, so you're halfway to immortal, but you're already Jesus, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty fun. Get someone to run a long game for you, kids out there. Get someone to sit down and run you through a bunch of levels, and then you're like, yeah, you can do anything you want. It's amazing. I knocked a guy 15 feet back into lava yesterday. That was
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing. So yeah, let's find some lava and knock some goons into it.
Yeah,
hey guys.
There's this sick planet called Mustafar. It's ruled by a guy in a black chain suit. Sid, I'd ask how you've been, but I know the answer to that. But how have you been, for the audience's sake?
It's been pretty rough. Yeah, for the audience's sake, because we had our little offline play test on Thursday. But so yeah, I haven't had a chance to get too much done this week because it's been sick, followed by more sick. And my parents were visiting last week, and my father gave me and my daughter both the flu. And then immediately after I finally get over the flu, I get a gigantic head cold.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always fun. So I'm sitting here thinking that, I got this nice new channel art and graphics and design work done for me, and everything looks amazing. And I can't even make a dang video because I just sound like garbage.
Yeah, you got your new green ring icon logo, and
it's time for a new segment on your channel where you just do some like weird robotic voice, and it's more of just like a gag where you tease some developers that you actually really like.
Is it where we just do the whole video where all you hear is
no,
followed by a robotic voice?
What are those videos called?
Wait. Is it time for Let's Sid Google that for you?
Oh yeah, let's say Google that for you. It's one of my favorite sections of my own show. Yeah, you're talking about typography where they do the thing with the words on the screen. The best typography I've ever seen is from Jeff Winger's community speech. That has the words "Harrison Ford is irradiating our testicles." Gosh, you don't remember that scene? It's the one where it's a compilation of all the Jeff Winger speeches Jeff Winger's ever done, and in one of them they're all locked in a crazy house for ingesting lead and mercury. So yeah, I mean, Community had so much going on with it. It was a complicated show.
That's fact. It was a surprisingly complicated show considering.
With 3 paintball episodes and 2 episodes of Dungeons and Dragons? I mean,
yeah.
And an anime episode.
I was so sure they were going to do a paintball episode every single season.
I wish.
I'm a little disappointed.
They were all really, really good.
The paintball episodes are some of the best episodes, honestly.
All right, we've moved into the Resistance phase where we do Star Wars. Everyone wanted to be a Han Solo. Kelsa, how have you been?
Other than that, I'm done. Okay.
Oh, are you done? No. I mean, if you're not done.
I was just saying I'm boarding an airplane tomorrow to go to San Francisco.
On a midnight airplane to San Francisco? I don't feel like that kind of matches up with the song.
I'm going to the GDC and working my butt off.
Yeah.
So should be a lot of fun. Actually just finished printing out the airplane ticket and making sure I weighed my check bag to make sure it's not over 50 pounds and all that. Nice. And getting the majority of my electronics.
Separated all your liter of gin into 3-ounce bottles.
Yep. So I've got my laptop bag, which is just going to be a line of 3-ounce bottles.
Clink, clink,
and
clink.
I'll be labeling them, arsenic and.
That's a bad idea.
That's not even shit to joke about, dog. You're about to end up on some sort of NSA watch list autocorrect bullshit.
Bring it.
Kelsa.
Should be a lot of fun. I've actually never flown on a commercial airplane before.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow, you are in for a horrible time.
Dude, I haven't since 9/11. So like last time I flew on an airplane, I like It's just like going to the airport. Hi, I'm getting on my plane and sitting down.
Yeah, listen up, motherfucker. I
That was
flew
it.
like a
like a
dozen
bus.
times after 9/11. Every single time I attempted to cross the Canadian border on both sides, I got stopped by customs and searched.
This was to Australia.
Until
too.
2016,
Oh, wow.
it was horrifying.
I literally, I mean, I literally accidentally had some weed on me, and it like didn't
Accidentally,
matter.
of course.
I did. We like found
That shit
it
doesn't
later,
fly anymore, dog. That shit doesn't fly.
but there was like no drug dog. There was nothing. Literally nothing.
They
I
like
just,
vastly increased the amount of U.S. air marshals and security, and I mean, it's all privatized as shit now.
I flew on Tuesday. It was fine.
I mean, you probably took like 2 hours to get on the plane, though, right?
No,
No?
I mean, I
How
was
long did it
flying.
take you to walk on?
I got there. I got there earlier than I needed to by
Mhm.
half an hour. Like,
Not bad. That's real not bad. I mean, that's like the old days.
yeah,
You just walk on the plane.
it was
a beautiful time.
pretty chill. I wound up. I went to a wedding over last weekend, which is why I was not here. Some of my best friends, two of my best friends, got married to each other, and it was beautiful. And so it turned out one of the other wedding guests was leaving at around the same time, and so we just hung out at the airport for like half an hour until they called the boarding for my flight. So, because he wasn't flying until later in the day, he was supposed to fly home earlier, but they canceled his flight, and so he had to wait 6 hours until the next flight back down.
That's the worst.
Yeah. But overall, it wasn't bad because we got to hang out for a while, which was nice because the wedding itself was very chaotic and we didn't have a whole lot of time to catch up. So that was good. But that was my weekend, and going up to Portland, seeing my friends, and crying because it was really beautiful. And
Portland or the wedding?
The wedding. and these are two of my best friends that are like totally meant for each other, and so it was just it was very, very heartfelt. So
That sounds really nice.
it was so it's not that I don't love you guys, it's just I love them more.
Well, I would have been here last week, but you weren't here, so I decided not to show up.
I think that's perfectly reasonable. That's pretty much all I've been up to, other than having a tiny dog and
that's
posting
true.
pictures
You
of
do
that
have it.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
So
How is the tiny dog?
she's downstairs right now, probably being a tiny dog.
I found out that my gym has been taking photos of everybody working out, and that I'm Instagram famous. I have like 1,500 likes or something from one of my photos.
really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I'm
Wow.
more popular on an Instagram account I have no relationship with than I am on any of my other
So
social
what
medias.
you need to do
No, thank you.
is
No.
start an Instagram account.
No.
He's gotta.
No.
He's
What you're
then
saying
take
is not.
pictures of your cat.
Is Instagram typography streams a thing yet? Because we could do that. I mean, we can innovate here.
Oh yes, that would be amazing. That would be really amazing. No.
I don't know. I feel like this should be a thing. I do.
No, thank you. It's been a while here. I've only had a couple of shows since the last time we played, but we've done a lot of playtesting and other games, and life has definitely been more full for me than normal lately.
Nice.
I don't know what we normally talk about. On Restart, we talk about anime. I guess today's Darling in the Franxx Day. Man, that show's gotten way away
I
from what
still
I
need
thought
to
it was
watch
about.
that show.
Look at that. Look at Sid. He's growing up. Now he's going to start watching anime with us. Oh,
Oh
gosh.
man.
Man, next year we could have him watching Marvel movies.
That's highly doubtful.
Well, just Spider-Man. Come on. He's barely Marvel at this point.
That's fair.
Once we hook him with the Spider-Man, then we hit him with the Iron Man, Captain America, then we got him.
Yep.
No, I'm
Oh.
always down to watch Iron Man. But
You know what
all
happened?
the rest of them,
Black Panther since the last time we played.
Oh my
man,
gosh,
fucking Black
yes.
Panther! Holy shit,
all of the
Ooh, Black Panther. I will talk about that.
it was real good.
Real good.
You didn't like Black Panther?
I haven't watched it yet. I actually, because
I
of
haven't seen
all
it
of the socio-political garbage surrounding that movie, it actually annihilated all desire I had to actually watch it.
I mean, I just ignored what everybody was saying about it. I really like Killmonger. Dude is a fucking badass villain.
And he really got to be a badass villain.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
seriously.
like I spent probably half an hour with a person arguing with me on Twitter because I posted some news article said that this was the first black superhero movie ever. I'm like,
No.
Really? Blade?
I mean, that's what
this
happens.
others. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, but that's what happens every time someone's like, "This is
what
the
about,
first time there's been a
man?
black
Everyone
captain in
knows
Star
Blade,
Trek."
You know,
And I'm like, "Oh yeah, wasn't Benjamin Sisko a black captain like 15 years ago?" Like,
I mean, he
shit's
wasn't
not
captain of a spaceship.
No, he was captain of a spaceship. He was captain of the USS Defiant, Kelsa. He was captain of the
Check
Defiant. A
and mate.
prototype cloaking device was fitted to that ship just for him, so he could go into the neutral zones and Bajoran space. And
and why? Because Cisco's badass.
yeah, Cisco's a
Cisco
badass.
is a badass. I mean, seriously, he's my favorite captain, even over Janeway.
Yeah, I
like-
agree. Cisco's the best captain.
He is.
I love Cisco, and I'm just giving you shit.
I like old Janeway. I like the Janeway that shows up in the last episode in the finale from the future, who's willing to do fucking
She's just,
anything.
fuck all of you.
Yeah,
Yes.
she would do anything to get Voyager back home. And everyone's
Yes.
like, "Stop messing with the timeline." She's like, "Fuck you. You were literally like 150 years old when we got here. Half of you were dead. I'm the captain of the starship now."
Yep.
You should really watch Black Panther. It's a weird reversal.
After spending half an hour with a person on Twitter who basically said that, basically gave me the impression that if I don't watch Black Panther, then my life will not be changed, and y'all should just get some Black Panther in your life. Like,
You should get some Black Panther in your life.
no.
Let me match that accent for a second. Y'all should get some Black Panther in your life. Is that good enough? No? I haven't been to the South in a few years.
Yeah, well, I went to go see it and literally could not because there were no tickets to sell to me at that time.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I have to get like car work done. This day sucks. But since I'm like near the theater, I can literally like walk there from my car place. Lay sigh. No, I will just like stand on the streets.
It's still in the
several
theater,
hours.
though. You should go see it now if you get a chance.
I
So-
saw it in IMAX, and I was not disappointed.
I'll probably watch it when it comes out on video. I just don't want to have to deal with all of. A lot of people are hyping it up for reasons that it shouldn't be hyped up,
It should
and
be
a lot
hyped
of people
up
are
'cause
hyping
it's
it up for
an
reasons that it
excellent
probably
movie.
should be hyped up. And I don't want to have to deal with all the extra bullshit. Like, you watch the Black Panther, would you? And
reviews
because
were really
if I
good.
say I didn't like it, I'm automatically the worst person on the planet, and I don't want to have to
I
deal
mean-
with that.
I mean, we've
There's
had this
no
battle over
reason to
Star
not just-
Wars, though. You
Yeah, there's-
can walk away from these discussions. It doesn't matter that
I mean,
much.
Yeah.
We can all agree that Rian Johnson is a terrible director and should never be given the reins to a Star Wars movie. But whether or not Episode 8 is good or not, we can all agree on that. Fuck Rian Johnson.
Do we not have on our trade tables like what's actually in our ship somewhere? Where's like,
I think Kelsa's
That's
holding
on
on to
a
that.
different. So there's two different spreadsheets, and thank you for reminding me because I don't have them pulled up right now.
That'd be a good plan.
It would be a good plan. There's the one that is there's the one that is the trade tables that I have all of the like everything broken out in different colors and stuff
Mhm.
like that.
That's the one I have.
And then there is the one that is like the original of that document with also or not that document of the
Trade table.
That's got our finances on it.
Cargo.
There's a
Yes,
different,
there we go.
it's a different one. It's got our finances on it. There's two different ones. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Grandma's Lost Opal's worksheet. Is this?
Yes, I think that's it.
I want to say, here's the thing that bothers me about Black Panther, without any spoilers. It was easily Martin Freeman's worst role that he's ever played before. Like, a very serious drop in quality. And it was easily Andy Serkis, aka Gollum's, best role he's ever played.
Oh my god.
He blew me away.
Whew. Wow.
There was such a complete reversal. Yeah.
It
Those
was overall very good. And I was very happy to have seen it. And there was a lot of very good acting and a lot of very good costuming.
Sid, listen, you shouldn't watch it right now because some random person on the internet told you to do it. You should watch it right now because I said to do it. Because I'm an extremely opinionated person.
I mean,
and a glorious vain peacock.
I'll watch it as soon as possible because soon people are going to be making references to it.
Oh, absolutely. No, people are already making references to it.
And if I don't get the jokes, then I'm left out.
Sid, you should do it.
I'm okay with being left out.
Because I'm saying you should watch it.
Loner thing,
and I have pink hair, and that trumps pretty much anything else anybody could ever say.
I don't know.
Let me tell you,
not quite as high up there as blue hair.
Let me tell you about how I missed.
I mean,
I must have missed.
Can we take a real quick
100,
break?
200 jokes? Because I only recently watched Stranger Things. So there were just jokes like flying by my head, quality gags and laughables that just I was not consuming because I was lagging on watching it.
That's what happens with pop culture.
That is what happens with pop culture. That's, yeah.
If we get 100 concurrent viewers, then Sid Alpha will watch it. Don't say that. That's not going to happen. Sid doesn't allow himself to be swayed by the masses. Also, we're not going to get 100 concurrent viewers. Oh, you do lie? All right. Well, masses, he can be easily swayed.
Everyone go retweet the tweets.
Well, go tweet all the things. You get us up to 100 concurrent. I'll watch Black Panther before it comes out on VHS.
Don't do it. Listen, it's never coming out on VHS. You got a better chance of getting it out on Betamax.
I will personally take a Blu-ray and transfer it to VHS.
I feel like we could get DJ Wheat in the Twitch office to put it on Betamax for you. Email you out a couple discs.
I don't even know where I could possibly get a Betamax player.
They're everywhere. At your local Blockbuster.
Really? I literally have not seen a Betamax player in
no, they aren't.
20 years.
Laserdisc.
And I've never seen a Laserdisc player in my life that wasn't in a store.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, never once.
My parents' friends had a Laserdisc player, and I remember one time we were staying at their house, and I couldn't sleep, and so I put on the Laserdisc of Andromeda Strand and watched that in the middle of the night.
That's a good idea. That'll help you just
I thought
right
it was
into
brilliant.
a little nap there.
Yep.
You're like, oh, I'll dream of all the people dying. That's good.
It worked out well for me. It's possible I'm also a very twisted individual. So,
I mean, that's true.
About 1978.
I mean, it's been remade like twice now, right?
I also never
once recently.
I also never played a TurboGrafx 16, which always kind of bothered me because I always thought it sounded so fun to play.
TurboGrafx 16?
Yeah. It was like a SNES competitor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, competitor is a strong word.
All right. Anything else we need to talk about before we move into the post-introduction pre-show?
I'm curious now. I'm trying to find how much data a laser disc held.
Oh, I wonder. That's a great question. So I'm wondering how much stuff we are holding because it doesn't look like anything. Did we offload all
You
of our
bought some stuff.
So if you look at our, no, we had not bought anything yet. We were about to buy some stuff.
I believe. Let me run down what I have in my notes that you guys were doing. It is currently March 18th. You have until the end of April to complete a quest for 120,000 credits to acquire 4 black box power generators, a nuclear inhibitor, and a pocket nuke. You have purchased all of those equipment pieces.
Yes.
You also have an outstanding quest from the portmaster of the flower port on Labella to bring back a Pionian for his granddaughter. And you won't be able to get access to high-level psychic militant intel until you do that. Those are the only quests that I have written down that you're doing right now.
It says we also have some alien artwork.
That might be true. You might be carrying stuff on the ship.
That's supposed to have been there, but it's not correctly recorded.
Did you sell it at the end of last episode? Because you rolled a 3d6.
Oh, no, I did. Okay,
yeah.
yes. Okay, that was me selling it. Okay, never mind. So, yeah, we've got the quest items, and we've got our 7 crew. That's all we have on the board right now.
That's true. You do have a lot of crew members.
We are just about to punch out of...
the Beatrice system. Yep,
the Beatrice system. And I just got a level up, which means that I can push double jump, and get us straight to the antibody system, skipping over the Escobaran system, which...
do we do like a cool spin through the air on the double jump?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't.
We get partway,
like
we get partway across. Right? You get partway across, and then you go whoop in the middle of the air. Yeah, that's how
you fire
it goes.
a rocket behind you and then explode it right next to your engine block.
Yes, that's how it works.
What
totally
is it?
Sounds like a thing.
You just Metroid into a little ball and start bombing your way up the wall. It's hard, but if you press the button fast enough, you can gain elevation.
Yeah, so let's cover this because I don't know that the audience was there when we did this. For your backgrounds, Kelsey, you took level 2 in Starfare, so now you treat your drive as 1 level higher.
Yep.
And Spike Drills you personally oversee take only half time.
Mm-hmm.
The captain took Star Captain level 2 for bonus hit points and the ability to cancel out 1 problem on the ship. And I think Sid took another level of tinkering or some kind.
I also got better manipulation and
yeah
Tinker level 2.
Yeah, Tinker level 2. You can now maintain higher level mods, and your fix is 1 level higher because of that.
Yep.
Tinker 2, Tinker harder.
Did you pick up a new psychic power? I thought that you did. As part of your new telekinesis.
Which one was it? Because there was like several I was looking at. Oh, impact sump, which I think
that lets you dodge shit. Yeah,
I think I'll rename that at some point.
No, I mean it sounds pretty shitty, which is what you want to avoid.
Impact sump. Adept may commit effort for the day as instant action to negate a single instance of physical damage. Okay. Well, it can be triggered even after damage is rolled. That's overpowered.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, 1 damage. I'll take that. Oh, 12 damage. I'll use my thing. Okay, that's great.
So to use Impact Sump, you have to commit 2, and then your telekinetic armory. You also have to commit 1 and 1 for armor and weapons. So you'll need to commit 4. At least 4 points. If you have any points left over, you can still lift stuff psychically and do shit like that.
Okay, so...
and you can now punch human-sized holes in structures of light wood.
Wait, so I can do it as an instant action, though.
So if you get shot, you can react and be like, oh shit, I'm taking 300 points of damage. Maybe I dodge?
Oh god. Okay, so guys, if we're like getting hit by like a missile, you can throw me in front of the ship
That's not
to
a
take
thing
the first hit,
that's ever going to happen.
and I just sump that thing.
That's not happening. Good try, though.
You know,
I love
if
it.
we have a specially outfitted cannon.
It launches me at other projectiles.
So something we didn't cover at the end of the last session was goals.
Mm-hmm. But I was just looking, and I was like, well, I think my goal as a captain of a ship is to get rid of this ding dang nuke.
Okay,
I do
that's
not want it
difficulty
on my
1.
ship.
Yeah, it's not going to be super hard. Oh, I forgot a quest. Jonas Allers, your engineer, received a transmission from his home planet that once you are done any of your other jobs, if you would like, there's a special job waiting for you at home.
Where is his home?
His home is in the Beatra system, which you're currently in. And you
okay.
guys had mentioned last time you intended to come back to the planet Tariv in order to deal with that stuff.
Yes.
That's like complete all your side missions first.
Yep. That's your, if you want to move forward. This is technically a DLC mission.
Gotcha.
Oh, nice. This is the Zaid pack. Got it.
No. This is the Felicia Day pack from Dragon Age 2. I did that too early, and you can't go back and stop once you're in the middle of it, and you will get fucking wrecked if you're not prepared.
Oh my god,
it's like old
yes.
school games.
Yes. I had to go back like 8 hours in my save files. It was real bad.
So
always make multiple
we're not
saves.
ready.
I mean, whenever you feel like you're ready, you tell me. Jonas. Oh no, do you have one, Kelsa?
Oh no, I was just gonna make a joke if we need to mouse over the quest to see what color it is before we go over there.
You don't know what color it is. The display panels on your ship are all monochromatic until the engineer fixes them. So we need a second.
Been busy, guys.
He's also colorblind, so if no one tells him.
Juan
crap,
Diego.
I feel like that should actually be a thing now.
You're colorblind? No, don't do that. That's bad.
Let's see.
Red one.
Yeah. No, not the green one. That will cause a nuclear reaction that will explode the planet. Jonas and Juan, you need a second quest. Oh, really? You're gonna just get rid of the nuke as well? Well, then both of your quests are difficulty level 1. Jonas.
I mean, it's literally don't want to just like someone be like, so you carry around nukes, do you? Be like, no, I'm just gonna get rid of this dang nuke.
Yep, we carry them around just all the time.
I noticed, Dean, that you still appear to be carrying a knife ball. Did you remove one from the case?
I did tell you about that,
okay.
Arthur. You must have forgotten because I specifically said, hey, don't tell the other guys, but I still have a knife ball in my inventory.
That might be true. You might have said that. I forgot about it. So yeah, there it is.
It's out of the bag.
You're secretly
now.
smuggling a knife ball.
Yeah, just one.
I mean, in my headcanon, your telekinetic armor weapon now is a knife ball that you throw at people at high speeds.
All right. So I want to strike a good bargain on Veracue. That's my goal.
Interesting. All right. Well, I think that covers the lead up. So let me do this thing. You know, it's reminding me now. I actually should have done a GM turn for this game that I forgot to do. I wrote it down.
That's okay. I had a lot of studying on the Tinker stuff to do that I ended
mods.
up not doing because I got sick as hell.
Don't worry, I'll be better next time. We start the episode with a kind of half martial, half sports center theme. And the face of an incredibly photogenic Caucasian male comes on, and he goes, I'm James Jives, and I'm coming to you live from Space Station Romans 818, the last stop before the Big Empty. Welcome, as we bring in the greatest game of Gravity Wall you've ever seen. The Alexi twins are on opposite teams. Both teams made entirely of psychics. We're calling this the Psi Open. It's the Beatran Brawlers versus the Anadar Exiles. A showdown between team captains, strategists, and precogs. Betting has been locked in, as now that two precogs have come up with their team strategy, the odds of winning are 1-1. Alexander Alexei, aka the Guardian Eye, will be facing down Niles Vandergreer, aka Gamble Doubt, but he's been separated from his twin sister, Alexa Alexei, aka Splice Payne. No, stop. You stop.
You did this to yourself.
I know. I
imagine
did do it
the
to
game.
myself.
Imagine the game is going to go into extreme multi-overtime because of all the precogs.
No. So that's the thing,
Make it back
right?
2
It's
weeks
like
later,
it's
2
like
months later.
Mistborn, right? If you have two people that burn adium, you cancel each other out. That's why both team captains. Yeah, so that's what James Jives is telling. He's like, and that's why they're both precogs. They're canceling each other's power out. As each of them comes up with a new plan, the other automatically counters it. So as that zooms out, it's the 7 crew members in the cafeteria room on your ship watching this in the background as you are preparing to spin up the drives and make a jump. The bottom left-hand corner of the screen says noon, March 18th, 3200.
All right. So I want to push it and
To the limit?
Just turn my just push the engine so that it will take us 2 spaces.
Let me see if you actually need to roll for this one, because it's going to be a little harder if you're jumping 2 spaces.
Yeah.
Push it to the limit.
I'm being so sincere right now. Modifying starships, space travel, making spike drills. Here we go. Difficulty is 6. Your charts are less than a month old. You get a -2 for that. All right, so you got 5. The drill distance brings it back up to 6. And that's it. Do you want to trim the course and try to increase... I mean, you'd have to roll if you did that. Probably you don't want to do that. All right.
I don't think there's a need to do that since I already do it in half time. So instead of taking the same amount of time it would take to do 2, it's only going to take the amount of time it would to do 1. So,
but you also move at double speed.
Oh wow!
Right? Yes, your drive.
Should we be doing like interplanetary racing or something? We found very
transit
fast.
time is 6 days per hex traveled. So there aren't many ships that have a level 2 spike drive right now. It's unknown what the size of the Zealous carrier has, but it's probably pretty big. The only other ships that are known to carry a level 2 spike drive are the ones that make the jumps into the Anadr system, where Kelso's from. So, level 3 hex crossing 2 hexes is 4 days. Right, so it is divided by the spike drive rating. So you're traveling 6 days per hex. 2 hexes is 12, divided by half is 6, and then you divide it by half again for your ability to plot your own course. It is a 3-day jump,
You can go your own way.
which I believe, I'm sure someone will do the math and tell me I'm wrong. I believe you just quartered the amount of time it takes to get to
369.
369. Damn you fine.
We're definitely making it back before the deadline.
Get low.
If we'd had to travel normally, it would have been shaving it really close.
Yes, it would have. Do you do anything on the ship with your crew members who are soaking in all of your oxygen and money and basically that?
I mean, I try to
fire them.
No, we need them eventually. Trust me. One day we'll be like, all right, all of you go do this. Oh, thank goodness they're here. You, like everyone, drag the new spike drive that we just stole.
Run towards that explosion.
Yeah, shield me from the explosions. They all pile in front of you. But I am trying to keep them doing like activities that are not very aerobic. I don't want them burning up too much O2, so I've got them, just playing dice games, board games, card games, a lot of reading, quiet time.
I love your plan.
I'm definitely in there playing dice games and board games with them. One Diego is just socializing, and
and a cheater, a dirty. He's a dirty cheater. I never lost playing him. It's not fair.
I think the crew members are afraid to play dice games with Captain Dean, because you can just telekinetically knock the dice, keep them rolling. You know, a dice lands on an edge, and then suddenly it creaks over, and everybody looks at you, trying to figure out, did you do it?
No, to get around that, I like cover my eyes while I roll dice, so that I can't like see it. And
Interesting.
So I'm totally sure a psychic would not be able to.
Yeah,
not
unless
need
you're
their
a
eyes.
precog or a telepath.
I can't do that.
Yeah, but no one knows that you can or can't do that.
No, but to prove that, I put my hand over my eyes and have them throw things at me, and I have no idea when it's going to hit.
I feel like your crew probably doesn't address you by the name Captain. They probably call you by your psychic name, which is Disaster Arsenal, which you were dubbed by the Council of Eight.
Disaster Arsenal?
Yeah, I mentioned it last episode. Didn't really go into detail. Yeah, all psychics get a code name from the Council of Eight once they become like full-fledged, and yours is Disaster Arsenal.
As it should be.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's great. I might have to have it, you know, up on the back of a jacket or something.
Oh man, you all get matching jackets with like Cobra Kai snakes.
Yeah.
I heard there was going to be a Karate Kid
it's
after
like a
movie.
Snake. It's like a snake, but it's a string of pearls. But in the
a
coiled snake,
like Grandma's Lost Opals,
ready to strike.
Yeah, so your ship comes out of the drill space at incredibly high speed. You set off all kinds of alarms in system, and people, like, you can hear the radio traffic between nearby ships. They're just like, who the hell's moving that fast? Like, who's got a spike drive like that? People are broadcasting to you and asking if you're from Anadr, and like, when did Anadr stop using bulk frigates and start using free traders? You're getting hundreds of messages from space stations and patrol boats.
Anybody on my contact list?
I think I put out a blast that just is like.
Oh, you got them on blast, huh?
Yeah, it's like, woohoo! I didn't think that would work, and that's it. And that's out.
All right.
That's my response to literally hundreds of messages.
You are getting a message, Juan Diego, from the New York. It is a bulk freighter that is in system that is from Anadr. It is a delayed message mailed for you with your DNA as the passcode.
Oh, sweet. I will.
So you
accept.
have to like lick the screen or something?
Yes. That's one way to do it.
just take a blood sample, okay? I think it's that easy. Why don't you tell me about Don Julio? What does this particular person look like?
Don Julio is on the heavy side. He's got well, you would get like Italian features, and you know, as you do.
As you do.
He's got dark hair, you know, medium skin, kind of. He has very clean shaven. He always wears hats. And he's.
He always wears multiple hats at the same time. Super weird. Like 6 or 7 hats.
No, like
stacked up.
It's just two. There's a hat for his hat, and he wears like a spacesuit that's also like a formal suit, and one of those hats is like a button to press down to like be a helmet.
Oh, interesting.
That's
all
why
right.
There's a hat on the
hat.
hat.
I think I got an idea of this guy. Does he also have like a thick black mustache?
No, he's completely clean shaven.
Completely clean shaven, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
like, okay, that's gonna
he's
raise
got,
his
like,
voice by a couple semitones.
Yeah,
Let me work this out.
He's just barely starting to get a little bit of salt in his black hair. but just barely.
You're like, oh, that'll drop it right back down to where it was. Okay, let me work.
So you get a video on screen of him looking at a camera while riding a 6-legged gene-engineered horse.
As you
He's
do.
wearing a cowboy hat, and on top of that is like a little top hat. But you know, if he presses the top hat, it becomes like a bubble thing. It's considered weird by the rest of the galaxy, but in an otter, it's considered the highest level of fashion. He's riding kind of strange-legged on this horse because your legs don't fit in the normal spot because there's an extra set of horse legs there instead. So it's like riding in like a kid chair. You have to pull your knees up. And he says, Juan Diego, I hear that you are asking about me and my daughter and what you can bring in order to renew your relationship. It is unfortunate that the people that you consider your friends are really my friends. If you wish to know more about what we can do in the future, you must bring me something that I do not have. And that is...
An octo horse. Yes, 8 legs.
I'm curious where you open this message at before I say the next part.
Oh, geez.
Is this on the bridge? Because it sounded like you were there. Did you send it to your quarters or someplace private or...
I think I'm probably watching it, but like not on the main screen, but like on my little person, like my little personal screen here. Like I think maybe I didn't, but like when I see who it is, like I'm scrambling and like I find a pair of headphones and I put them on.
Beats by Dre on.
Yes.
I need an AI chassis. Bring this to me, and I will forgive the debt that you owe me. The message cuts out.
Shit.
I mean, it's going to be lightly sanded when it gets to him, probably.
Not mint condition anymore?
Not man.
I mean, there's not places you can pick up an AI chassis. Am I right?
They are all handcrafted in Labella. You could also try to buy one off of one of Sid's order of monks on Tareve, but they need the AI chassis to live. So buying one would be in the like millions of credits level of.
Yeah. So that's a goal. I'm gonna write this on my
Don't you already have
list
a goal?
of things. And this is a long-term goal.
That's a future goal.
That's a far away goal that I will eventually get to, but I have to lay the groundwork first. Yeah.
All right. So you are also receiving a blast message from the Gaius Julius Caesar, a patrol boat that's marked as being part of the Morev. I keep forgetting what the name of these people are. The government faction from... Where's my faction sheet? They're called the Morax faction. The military of the planet of Labella. You've run into them a couple times.
Didn't someone like spray paint something that rhymed about them?
Yeah, you've run into them. Specifically, Captain, you've gotten involved in Moraxian politics by accident. You posted something about...
By Moraxident?
Yeah. You posted something that you liked peanuts or something like that on a message board, and people thought it was allegory for a political situation and began debating what you meant.
And then okay, right. And it was like, what does he mean by like discarding shells and like applying salt?
Yeah, something like that. It might have actually been like spaghetti or pasta, but yeah, there was something that you posted that
I thought it was peanut butter.
Peanut butter, crunchy, that might be it.
Crunchy versus creamy.
Versus smooth, yeah.
Yeah.
You've caught the attention of the Moraxian people because they're always glad to have a free trader and a psychic that will talk to them. The Julius Sepia, or sorry, not the Sepia Africanus. The Gaius Julius Caesar is messaging you and asking for your passport information. What are you doing here? Where are you going? It's the same thing that always happens. You're also getting a second message under that. It's not the normal blast message that's just sent automatically. This one is from the communications officer personally, asking where you've been.
That's really none of their business.
That's true.
Right?
It is none of their business.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'd like to point out that we're never prepared for this ever once when we arrive in like, what do you mean? What are we doing? I mean, I could check the logs. I have it written down. What are we doing? Are we picking up fuel here? Yeah, we're low on fuel. We just jumped like real far. What are you doing here?
Sir, can you please transmit your cargo and destination?
We just have some let's see. I'll tell them that it is
Definitely not a nuclear space blast.
I will say that it is some scientific research equipment.
Interesting. I feel like you're going to need to make a check for this one to see how closely they're looking at your ship.
Well, in my mind, I've like tricked myself into believing that that's what it's for.
Well, let's see how well you've hypnotized yourself into
I'm like,
believing that.
That sounds like
surely I'm
something
not
you would do.
responsible for the death of billions. They're just going to do some research.
Is there a lying skill? I think it's talk.
Talk.
Yep.
I'm not good at talking.
Maybe one of your teammates will come in here and help you out.
Yeah, I can jump in and
One day it
assist.
goes like,
not
Mr.
good at
President!
talking.
I'm like, it's a scientific experimental equipment.
We have a job.
Probably very delicate, and they told us not to touch anything. So,
We're making a delivery.
yeah, we need to just get this stuff off our ship and get some oxygen because we're low. Let's see. I want to see when
They're actually
my roll
not
goes
that
through.
low, but you do need to refuel. You've only got 1 unit of fuel left.
Well, we only ever have 1 unit of fuel left because you can
Sure.
only have 2 units of fuel. But you know, do you have talk?
He doesn't,
No.
but he's
We
the
will
one
have to
talking.
rely.
So
My talk is 0, but I actually have +2 to charisma. So
Okay, so charisma +1, assist is going to be 1.
yep, that's successful.
Niner.
So this is what happens. The ship captain is berating the communications officer for taking too long and taking too much interest in you. And in the background, we can see him scrolling through the list while not paying attention.
Can I like catch any of this going on?
Yeah.
Like, do I notice that he's being,
Yeah.
he's being like, yeah. So I'll be like, look, I know you don't get like a famous telekinetic captain flying through your space every day, but I can't just give like a chat to every fan. So you're gonna have to stop wasting everyone's time. We're on the clock. This is business.
I almost think you're going to force him to pay more attention to you by being a jerk ass to him. But the check holds, and he goes, sorry, Captain. Just wanted to make sure that everything was okay. This is the Gaius Julius Caesar signing off.
Okay then. Signing off.
Captain, you need to let me speak to the officials from now on.
Oh
every
well.
time. Every time.
I just like to sit right here next to the comms, and when it rings, I just pick it up.
So
I don't know. I think he did rather well.
are you going to refuel
would.
and reoxygenate at a space station first, or are you headed to the planet?
I vote refuel and reoxygenate just in case we
Yeah.
need to leave in a hurry.
Yeah,
Okay.
fast getaway is always the best
It's-
plan to be fueled up first.
Let me open my calculator here because there's all kinds of math we got to do.
All kinds of math.
It's 500 to refuel because
They're gonna be like, yeah, just drop it off here. All right, so yeah, you can just leave it in this certain spot. You're gonna want to open that thing up, input this sequence of numbers, When the red lights start splashing, you can leave the location.
With the amount of time you spend in space, it's only 1,100 credits to fully top off food and refuel.
Okay, cool.
It is then at the speed that your ship now travels. Instead of taking 2 days to get to the planet, it takes 1 day, which means that you make planetfall on the 22nd.
Sweet.
You receive landing coordinates for your meeting from the nameless AI chassis that you spoke with before.
Cool.
I thought it was VI.
Yeah, sure, VI.
Yeah.
You're correct. It is a VI. You're right. I'm remembering now. It was working for its master and was just anonymously transmitting things to you.
No, I'm just trying to keep these things straight in my head.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Rogue AI is like,
yeah, it was a VI because it wasn't super smart.
I remember now. Yes, that's very correct.
You land on the planet in Sove with your 4 black box power generators, nuclear inhibitor, and pocket nuke.
Okay, so we
Does it really fit in the pocket though?
It fits in a suitcase.
Darn.
Yep,
I wanted
it's
to put it
like
in
a
my
laptop
pocket.
bomb.
they're gonna have to rename the weapon when they come out with the one that does fit in your pocket.
So as your ship begins landing maneuvers, a second ship pulls in behind you and is using you as a shield to go down to the planet. The name of this ship is the If Found, Please Return to Earth.
Okay.
It's also a free trade ship.
Do we know them?
You have not encountered them before, according to your ship's
Probably open
computer.
comms with them.
Yeah, I think kind of slow down in the descent for no particular reason. Brake check.
You start brake checking them, and then they're forced to brake check as well. Their pilot is not as good as you are, and they start to tumble a bit and begin like losing altitude, and all kinds of crazy shit starts happening.
That's what happens when you try to read people's bumper stickers. It's not safe.
The communications channel opens, and the person staring at you has a eye patch on, but there's no doubt that without the eye patch, you would easily recognize Captain Rusty Rod.
I knew it.
His bridge is filled with like very soldierly looking guys in paramilitary cast-off gear, like combat shotguns and mag rifles with full suit body armor and armored what do you call them, vac suits. Everyone's looking way more professional than Captain Rod, who has intentionally dressed himself up as like a naval spacefaring captain. He's got like a tricorn hat on and like giant epaulets and a cape, and is holding a sword, and he's like, ha 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 ha, so it's my old friends.
I climb into the gunnery seat.
I have a question. I will I will stop you from the climbing into the gunnery seat and ask if we have any large explosive munitions.
You have a pocket nuke.
No, not that. Small like munitions that we would have on board.
We have a knife ball.
You have a knife ball.
God, I don't know if I could. See, I'm thinking guns. If we have an explosive device other than this nuke that we do have to deliver, I could kind of just like push it out the door.
No, just to remind you, spike drives automatically negate nuclear fields.
No, I don't want a nuke. Okay. I want like a
yeah. You don't have any explosives on board. You don't have
missiles that don't get launched other than just by my brain, so they don't trigger other people's ships as detecting a launch.
You don't have that thing. What you want is not unavailable.
I tell my engineer.
So what you're looking for is like the Star Wars novels, the shadow bombs.
I want
exactly.
I want a brain
the
missile
Jedi would move them.
So you're saying that out loud with the communications channel open.
No. I just whisper it to him as he's going into the I'm like we need to be able to sling missiles at people.
Are you paying attention to me over there?
No. Disconnect.
Okay. Their ship begins falling farther and farther back from you as they try to get back under control for a landing pattern.
All right, and then we're going to land without them.
I line up the turrets, but I don't lock on them.
So let me ask, are you charging power to the weapons? Like,
Not
if
until I'm ordered to, but I'm just
Okay.
getting them, making sure the gimbals work and doing all those
right.
tests and everything.
I'm just checking that if Captain Picard is nearby and he's like, "Sir, there's a nearby civilian ship charging its weapons," whether we need to go to red alert. Can you make a piloting check for me, Juan Diego?
Yes, I can.
You are attempting to evade a hostile ship that is trying to match your maneuvers.
Okay, I will do this thing.
You're pretty good at piloting.
I am pretty good at piloting.
I mean, can we up the stakes here and like canyon race this guy and try to make him crash?
Yes.
Captain, I want you to show this guy what you're made of, or pilot. I want you to slam someone into one of these
My name is
cliff
Juan
sides over
Diego.
here. Look,
God
how about
damn it,
over
Captain.
there? Can we fit through that? I like point at like a very.
Barely.
All right, good enough for me.
I feel like somewhere a couple minutes into this race, one of the background crew members is going to be like, "Now this is pod racing." Yeah, your free trader goes down into the ground, and you're zooming at high speed across the wasteland that is Insove, and they are trying to keep up with you, but you are twice as fast as them. However, neither of you can go anywhere near full speed in this canyon.
Of course not.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. On a 13, you will pilot well enough that you bait them into complete destruction. The check will be graded less than that. However well you do, will show how, like, what percentage damage the ship is. On a 6 or less than a 6, instead you will find yourself damaged.
All right. Well, I can fuck this up.
Yeah.
This is what you're.
There's always a possibility.
I can't.
Because
I mean, really, I'm built to trade.
Our problem is always that we like want to just blow him out of the sky, but there's like people everywhere, and that's not okay to do.
8.
An 8. All right. So.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna take it?
What?
Oh, no. It's just that there's a 6 and a 1. That's all.
The chase goes on for the better part of an hour. Both ships are starting to feel the strain of operating at high speeds, continuously changing their acceleration patterns. And at some point, something on their ship breaks, and one of the engine pods flutters out just from the strain of basically being in combat maneuvers for a whole hour long. The ship then bumps up against the side of a canyon, and shit goes spraying everywhere. They pull out, but there's smoke trailing from the left-hand side of the ship, and it's like Star Fox 64 in here. You guys keep going, and you see them in the background, like turning away and landing somewhere to begin emergency repairs. They'll no longer be able to track you on planet.
You know, Captain, you can finish them off right now.
Run a scan. Any ships in the area?
Okay. Let's see here. When you say run a scan, are you going to try to ping an active sensor scan?
Yeah, I want to see if we're outside of any range of like.
There are numerous ships that are in orbit, but none on your quadrant of the planet. In order to make a detect, so those are like ships like yours that always leave their beacons on. You know, it's like IFF. If you are trying to detect an enemy that is attempting to hide from you, let's see here. The check is. Ooh, the observer doesn't say what check. Oh, int program. Must win a program check. Who is doing the check?
Well, I told the engineer to. I don't know if he knows programming, but
my programming is garbage.
yeah.
Does anyone have any programming?
No.
One of the crew members in the background will give you an automatic assist. He's just like, don't worry, Jonas, I got this. Oh, I learned C++.
He's like, this is Unix. I know this.
He's using both his hands to do different keyboards.
No.
Yes, your Python injection skills are terrible.
Wow.
Double ones.
Double ones? Wow.
Yeah.
Ones.
Yeah, that's real bad.
I mean, he does have a
bad.
roll total that's all in binary.
I want to point out here, Sid, your skill as an expert allows you to re-roll once
Oh,
an
that's
hour.
right. Yeah, I'll re-roll
That is
that.
true.
That's
Good
friggin' the
point.
double ones. I'm gonna use
Yeah,
that.
you're not gonna do much worse than that.
Immediately rolls double ones again.
No.
This is what Lexi did in the Witch Cat game.
9.
She rolled double
Nice.
sixes 3 times in a row. Yeah. You do a clean sweep, unless there's like a fighter that is specifically retooled to be stealthed. You are pretty sure that there's no one in direct visual observation of you. There's smoke everywhere. There's particulate. You were racing. There's clouds of dust, and there's no reported ships that can possibly see this landing site. If you want to set down and fight them hand to hand, there won't even be a weapons fire track.
All right, do it. Spin us around.
Okay.
This is a very bad idea. But I turned around anyway.
Do you set your ships down like nose to nose, and then both teams come out and like face off in a line, or what's going on here? So while you're
still in the sand thrower.
Yeah, let me describe what's happening. I mean, if you fire the sand thrower, you're going to show up on sensors for sure. Absolutely.
And we're going to get a stern talking to about firing sand
You've
throwers
you've
in a
already
row.
gotten that stern talking to from a different government, but
we don't want that.
As you're coming in, they've got 5 crew members out, like in harnesses and jumpsuits, working on the engine, and there's a 6th crew member out there that set up a missile turret and aims the missile turret at your ship while you're coming in, but isn't locking on or firing. It's just kind of like a warning, like, "Yeah, I see you, asshole." The weapon system on their ship, which is also a sand thrower and a medium laser, turns, and both of them target your ship as well. But again, when I say target, I mean they're pointing at you. The sensors aren't on, and the weapons aren't charged.
So same deal as we were doing earlier.
Basically, they're doing the exact same thing I'm doing.
Yes. Your crew members, all of them have... so I believe 4 of them have good armor and weapons, and the remaining 3 have like pistols and street clothes. And they're all like, "Captain, you saved us from guys like this asshole. Let us go out there. We'll kill them for you."
We'll do it together as a team. I mean, unless like anyone else wants to stay behind.
Well, someone should stay on the ship just in case they start firing. We need to start firing too, right? I mean, that's why all their guys aren't off the ship.
That's a good point.
All right. Well,
just try and figure out exactly what the hell they want, though. First,
I think he wants the ship.
What?
Problem that I see is those bitches look like they were prepared to fight. We are not so much.
We could always just waggle the wings at them, turn around, kick up some dust, and fly off.
Captain?
Now that you're here, you got cold feet?
No, we're going to go see what they want. No, why don't Jonas, Juan Diego, you stay on the ship. I'm going to talk to Rod. Everyone else, come with me.
All right. The 7 crew members line up behind you in Mighty Ducks formation. Flying V.
All right, I pass the puck back between my legs. Oh, wait. We walk down.
The Bash Bros accept the puck and begin passing it between each other. Yeah, the guy with the rocket launcher turns and follows your group with it as you're approaching, and calls out, and he's like, "Hey, asshole! Stop moving forward."
I say the name's Disaster Arsenal.
Yeah, okay.
You misspoke there. Arsenal, not arsehole.
Stop moving.
I'll stop moving.
Okay. What do you want? What are you doing here? You can see he like puts his hand up to his ear and he's like, okay.
I want to talk to your captain there. You guys were tailing us a little close. Wondering why you going through all that trouble to follow us through this canyon.
All right. Put your weapons down and put on a blindfold, and the captain will speak with you.
A blindfold?
Yeah, disaster arsenal. You think we don't know who you are?
Well, at least you got the name right this time.
You just told me your name.
Let's see here. Wait, you mean like all of us?
Just you's fine.
Just me, huh? And then where and then you want me to just like walk through this,
Walk towards me, and then we'll get you up the ramp of the ship.
Into your ship.
Yep.
No, I think we meet out here is a better spot to do it, really.
Yeah, you're the asshole that damaged our ship, so...
No, actually, your terrible pilot was the one that couldn't make it through the canyon.
Oh, man. This guy, you could see sweating with adrenaline, and his hands getting a little twingy on the trigger of the rocket launcher. You hear a voice come over the external loudspeaker from the ship.
Does he has like a rocket launcher that's like, it's like a tube with a rocket stuck into it, right?
Yes, but
Like
it's
that
also
type of
mounted
thing?
on a tripod, so he's like, you know, rotating it towards you, so it's super stable.
Okay,
I feel like
so
the
it's pretty
laser
much
guns of the
pointed
ship
at
just go.
me the whole time.
Yes, he's been pointing a rocket launcher at your group. It can probably kill all of you. If
Gosh,
it
I wonder how
hits.
snugly it's in there. Like I could just like pluck it right out.
Maybe, but before you figure out whether or not you want to do that, a voice comes over the loudspeaker and says, "All right, you tell your men to go back on your ship. I'll tell my men to go back on my ship, and the two of us can meet out between the two ships. Eh, Fairless? I'd say that'd be fair, more or less, eh?"
All right. You got me there. I can't say you'd have the upper hand. We'll do it. Everyone, you heard him.
Your guys are like, "No, Captain, you have to let us stay here." Like one guy's like grabbing your jacket coat, and he's like, "No, Captain, don't let him take us away. We'll be here for you, Captain."
I'm like, no, I need you all to leave. Try to hide. Like you just stay behind a bush when you guys walk through. So I'm gonna try to have one guy not go back to the ship and like duck behind a tree while the group goes, so that I actually have backup and he does.
I feel like this is a like administrator check to lead your people.
Okay.
We'll see how loyally they follow your orders to fall back and leave one guy in ambush.
I have a feeling the guy's going to be like trying to stand behind a tree that's too skinny.
Too skinny, his belly,
Yeah,
and like
you
the
see his
back of his
belly.
head.
It's
and,
gonna
like...
Mr. Sicarian, where they go on the ship and he's just standing in the open and has to pull out a sub sandwich.
Let's see.
I heard Swan Song 2 was starting soon. I'm super excited for that.
Really?
It got delayed, but
11, buddy.
wow, yeah, your crew
Wow.
hopped to it, and yeah, you're pretty sure. So on your ship, you guys, with the sensor package of the ship, you notice the dude that's hiding in the shadow of the landing ramp with a mag rifle sighted in. The rest of the guys come on board and they're just like, "Yeah, we left a guy in the landing ramp. He's like a really mediocre sniper. He's extremely okay. He's like the
And then if you
bodacious
fly it-
space pirates of snipers."
Can any of you fly a ship?
One of them is like, "I can't fly it like you, ma'am, but I can get it off the
Ma'am.
ground."
All right.
Sir.
In that case, I'm gonna grab my gun and see if I can hide in just like not down. I don't walk down the ramp. I like stand like right at the edge of the.
Oh, you're doing the cowboy snoop where you're like, ooh, looking around the corner.
I was picturing like just set up on a tripod or a bipod in the middle, and then one of the crewmen standing by the ramp button to open it, so it comes down.
Well, I think the ramp is already open. Is the thing.
Yes, it's already open,
Oh.
and it's facing the wrong way, right? So both ships are facing each other, so the ramps are facing backwards.
Gotcha.
Make a sneak check, and we'll see if you're noticed.
I'm bad at sneaking.
We've got Jonas just like watching the other ships like power level on the weapons, ready to fire up his weapon. Like,
They're watching you while you watch them. Yeah.
Can I get advantage from Dean being ridiculous?
I'll give you advantage probably from someone on the bridge causing a ruckus.
Sure.
I'll
take it. 5.
Yeah.
That's not great.
You
That's
think
not
that
great.
you're hidden well. And that you haven't been spotted.
Perfect.
So on their side, rocket launcher guy he leaves the tripod but takes the rocket launcher and begins walking backwards while doing this. So he's got it like port arms while doing this toward Captain Dean Fairless.
I do this.
And slowly track him.
The crew members that they have outside that are repairing the external parts of the ship are all using their bungee harnesses to hop down, unhook themselves, and go inside as Captain Rod comes out with his sword in sheath in hand, swaggering towards you, Captain Dean. And he says, Captain!
All right, face to face once again. That's
That's
been
a fine
while.
ship you've got there. My ship.
I mean, you've been saying that for a long time, but like I've been using it.
That doesn't make it
extensively.
any less mine.
I mean, I've got all my like personal smells all up in it, and my
Oh, don't worry. I can get my personal smells all over it pretty quick. I know a few girls in town.
Look, so the thing is, you're just gonna get yourself in trouble if you don't stop bugging us. As you can see, you've severely damaged what you're flying here. Just trying to, get a little revenge, but it's not working out for you.
A little revenge. You stole my cargo and my ship, and you marooned me on a planet full of savages. You know how hard it is to work yourself back up to a new shuttle? And then a small fleet? And then to lose those again?
Yeah, I know, but you're going.
I've
about
lost
it all
4
wrong.
ships. Do you know what that does to my reputation, Fairless?
I mean, you don't have much of one right now.
Oh, his hand is shaking with the sword. You can hear it clamoring in the scabbard. And he's like, oh, you're pissing me off, boy. All I'm asking is fair recompense for you ruining my life over and over again. Even with you assholes shooting at me. Back on that slave planet. Juan Diego shot me in the ass. Probably. I think that was the thing that happened, maybe.
All right. Well, how about we just have a honorary one-on-one duel?
Really?
Winner takes the ship.
So he's just like looking and he's like, yeah, I can see Juan Diego there hanging out at the side of the ship.
God
I bet he
damn it.
thinks he's real stealthy, but I can see him from right here with my own eyes. Your
Yeah,
crew's got about as much honor as mine, I think, but well less disciplined.
Well, maybe we need to take a walk then, eh?
I'm willing to forgive a large portion of your debt. You owe me 500,000 credits. That's what I'll settle on. And I'll give you 6 months to pay, Fairless.
Oh, so you admit I'm too skilled for you to take in a one-on-one fight, then?
I don't feel like dying here today.
Well, then, if you don't feel like dying, I suggest you stop bothering me and my ship crew.
I suggest you pay your debts.
As far as I can tell, you don't have the authority to ban me from any ports of trade, so you're not really holding a lot of threat over my head other than harm to my person.
He takes a step towards you and holds his left hand out and is like, you haven't wondered how I keep getting ships, even with my reputation like this? I'm an important man, Fairless, and I'm a good free trader. You might have forgotten that, but I made quite a bit of money in my time doing the slave trade. You, on the other hand, I hear, are throwing balls at young women.
Look, that was a spill. That was a
complete
a nice
accident
ball
that
spill.
worked entirely in your favor, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a
Well.
fucking moron.
Yeah, yes.
You pay me what you owe me for the price of my ship and the other ship and my lost time and reputation, and we can end this little feud between us.
He wants 50,000.
500,000.
500,000.
Yep, $500,000.
I mean, first of all, I don't have that.
No, you definitely don't.
He
said you can repay him in 6 months, though.
Yeah, he knows that.
Yep.
Repay him for what?
The ship. I stole the ship, fair and square.
Didn't steal the ship.
You stole the first ship.
Just a change of captaincy.
He gave it away to the slaves he was hauling. Wow, is Dean really stressed out right now? Is he like,
He's just like, oh, look, I don't think you're in any position to push me around. You act real tough with your missile launcher friend over there, but we've got our weapons trained on your ship as well. I've got a crew of men armed and ready to fight.
Speaking of, are they doing anything?
Who?
The other ship.
Their weapons are targeted on your ship. Not charged, not
charged,
not censored, but
visual targeting.
Like visually, there's like your ships are practically nose to nose, Santhors and lasers. Okay. Whoever shoots first will win.
Just want to make sure that if they arm their weapons, I do the same, but I won't escalate myself.
You mean you're willing to go to DEFCON 2, but not DEFCON 1. Got it.
Right. How long does it take for these weapons to warm up?
Not very long.
Okay.
Again, whoever goes first will win in this case. It counted as some sort of prisoner's dilemma. Whoever betrays the other first wins.
Unless they miss.
You don't miss at this range.
I'm gonna just be like, look, if you think you're gonna get credit out of me, you're just wrong. Like I said, if you want to settle this right now between the two of us, leave our crew out of it, since neither one of them has anything to do with it. We can do that like real men, see? But otherwise, I'm not gonna give you another chance. Next time you're tailing my ship, we're gonna make sure that you suffer severe damages that don't leave you ready to do quick repairs and get back off planet, eh?
All right. I accept your offer.
I'm going to like draw my fucking psychic blade.
Are you visualizing it? Like, can he see it now?
It doesn't have a effect, but I can like use my telekinesis to just kind of like swirl some dust around it.
All right, so you're making it obvious that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In response, he drops into a gunfighter stance. His right hand unbuckles the sword and pulls it like an inch out. His left hand goes for a mag pistol, and he's like, "Well, whenever you're ready to get started, it's just you and me now."
So I'm guessing, since we both know we're going to fight, it's going to be initiative, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, where is my initiative?
Pretty good chance that one of you ends up dead here. That's how gunfighter shit works.
Do I have? Oh no!
Wow. Yeah, losing initiative in this situation is really bad.
You can still roll a 1. It's fine.
If he has a bonus, though, I mean.
He does have a bonus, according to this sheet. Oh yeah, I probably want to actually spell things right before I do this. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's going first. Captain Rod.
And can we get an initiative roll for my hidden?
Yes. Why not? You want to roll that one as well?
Sure. I'll just click my button, but I don't know if he has the same plus.
He doesn't. He has a +0.
So 3.
I will also roll my initiative as well.
Wow, you guys are super intent on betraying the honor of this duel.
I mean,
Um,
I'm not necessarily going to pull the trigger. I just want to know when I get the opportunity.
You're like, it's not that I want to do it, Arthur. It's not that I want to slaughter a whole village of children. I just want to be given the opportunity, okay? I just want that to be an option. Can I
Yeah.
play my character?
That's it. That's
Can
it.
I?
I just I want to know when
Wow, these rules.
I need to say no. I hold my fire. I just want to know where that happens.
Good man, Jonas Allers, are you entering this combat?
It's an honor duel.
Okay.
No.
Are you telling the crew on board to do anything?
I'll
tell
them
him
to
to-
man their stations.
I mean,
Ooh.
tell him to get this on camera. This is going to be a good vid. Going to be all over the HoloNets.
We need one in the pilot's chair. We need one. We need someone, a navigator, potentially.
All right, and someone is like 2 of the crew members are working together to live stream the video of this. Like they're green screen producing it right now and adding sound effects, and like when the swords move, they're adding swishes and like sparkle effects behind it.
I'm pretty bummed I don't have my jacket yet, but it's okay.
Well, he's got his cloak. So as part of his initiative, he's going to hold the pistol in his other hand, finish drawing the sword, flip it around, and running at you, he's going to go for a slash to hit you.
Okay.
His attack is a +4, and what's your AC?
18.
Oh, wow, that's real good.
Yeah, with my psychic shield, it's pretty good.
13. So he's gonna like slam into your psychic armor in the process and go, you coward, and then like keep slashing at you but keep bouncing off the armor. He tries to bring up the pistol, but of course he only has 1 attack, so he doesn't get it around in time.
Okay.
It is the hidden sniper's turn. Do you give the sniper the signal?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Not yet.
It's Juan Diego's turn.
I'm still waiting.
Captain Fairless.
I make a quick riposte and then jab with my. Let's see. I think this is all set up to roll.
I thought you said dab for a second. So
I'll make a quick dab at him.
Yeah. Other modifier, nothing, right? So
Nothing. Yep. Yeah, you go to slash at him, and your swords meet in the air. And he says, I always thought it was a pain in the ass to hire a psychic to come on board. You're lucky that you're so useful, but now you'll be so dead. And he's going to, at point blank range, just try to put the gun to your chest and pull the trigger right into your armor plating. Nope. Yeah, you're moving around, and your psychic interference is just causing him to miss. So he keeps like pulling the gun. Mag pistol bullets are flying everywhere. People on both bridges are getting really concerned now that there's like a knife gunfight breaking out at deadly range.
I'm gonna comms the other ship.
Okay, you comms the other ship. They open it up. You can hear in the background.
Making bets over here. You guys
no, they are.
in?
They're making bets in the background. It's very clear, even in the few seconds you have it open, that the crew members don't really like or even trust the captain, and the odds are weighted heavily against him. They aren't referring to Dean as Fairless; they're referring to him as Disaster Arsenal, and are giving him a 3-1.
Wow.
The comms technician over there is just like, oh, hi, hello.
Hi, yeah. So you guys laying odds yet?
Yeah, we got 3-1 back here. You can, and she like picks up the little laptop cam and like shows you the control panel board where normally there'd be a diagnostic layout of the ship, and instead is like a betting thing.
Right.
Oh, she's like, I can see in the background you guys are live streaming this. That's so interesting.
Yeah, here, I'll send you the link.
Do you signal the hidden sniper to fire? Okay.
Nope.
Juan Diego? All right, Captain Fairless.
Okay, once again, yeah, I spin around and like try to like come down in like a huge swing to like chop into his shoulder holding the gun. And click over here.
He matches it with an upper swing of his own, and your invisible blade hits his blade. And I think in the process, like where the two blades meet, we can see like this weird energy of yours become materialized. And he's like, "You think just because your blade's invisible that I can't see it? I'm watching the movement of your hands, Fairless."
And I'm like, oh, I should have totally put it in the other hand and faked it.
Is that what you're gonna do next time? You're gonna drop it to the other hand. Well, you're gonna do a swish turn, drop it to the other hand, and then as you come back around, he'll think it's still in your right hand.
Yeah, I'm like, you always were a good fighter, but no good for strategy. You should have left us be. This was your last chance to leave.
Anything else?
I don't think I have any like bonus actions I can do or anything, right?
I don't think so, but you know your character better than me.
Still not a lot though.
So, in the process of his turn, he's going to kick some dust into the air so that the armor around you becomes visible and your sword becomes visible. And then he's going to keep trying to kick at your leg. And while you're distracted, going to, again, push the mag pistol onto your chest. That's still super unsuccessful. And in the process, he drops the gun.
I thought there were no fumbles in this game.
I'm giving you a fumble here because this is an epic ass fight. He's still got the sword in the other hand. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Good, because I wanted to fence him.
I mean, he wants to fence you too. You know, you're using two-handed sword style, and he's using sword and gun. What game was that? Was that Guild Wars that had that, where you could do sword and gun versus two-hand?
Yeah.
So good.
I mean, that's not like it's not the best matchup, but with my psychic powers, it's fine.
Is that what the commentator of this fight is like? It's not the best matchup, but with his psychic powers, Disaster Arsenal really holds the edge here. Hidden Sniper.
Still no
Juan Diego.
Sweat drop.
Captain Fairless.
Another like a huge spinning attack. All my strength. 16.
Oh, it's gonna hit. It's gonna kill him
11.
instantly.
Yeah, I like sever him.
I was going to say I start shoutcasting the fight.
So the top half of his body slides down. He's trying to pick himself back up. Blood is just gushing out of his mouth, and he goes.
I do the thing where I like turn away from him, and I'm facing my ship with like still like the swirling dust around my invisible blade.
On the hot sands, I die, you bastard!
I just like flip the exterior comms and it's like show off.
You finally eliminated your rival, Captain Rod. Unless someone comes out here and saves him in the next 30 seconds.
I hope not. So I do the dramatic turnaround, and then I will just like slowly walk up our ship and motion for my hidden sniper and the obvious Juan Diego.
There's probably like some really
high five from Juan Diego.
There's some super badass like spaghetti western music playing right now, and the bald eagle cry goes like Rah! As you walk away from this dude. So the comms officer, Austin from the other ship, comes you, Sid. I'm sorry, Jonas, and it's like, hi. We're not really sure what's going on over here now. Like, where do we stand?
Well, I'm pretty sure this was just between them. If you guys don't have a beef with us, then we really don't have one with you.
Okay, well, we're gonna figure out who owns the ship now. So,
that would be us.
No, our ship. Who owns our ship?
Yeah.
We'll get back to you on that.
That's how that works, right? You kill the captain, you get the ship.
This is like finally when Juan Diego gets back to the area where you're at. It's like
Juan Diego, isn't that right? When you kill the captain, you get the ship, right?
No. And he leans over Jonas' shoulder.
I think I get his hat, but it's not really my
just to get into frame. And it's like, work it out between yourselves. I'm sorry you damaged the ship for his stupidity.
In the background, from their comms, you can hear someone say, that hat's not for anybody's style, really.
Yeah, and I'm like, engineer, fire up the engines. Pilot, get us out of here.
All right, they cut comms with you and go back to fixing their ship.
All right, let's go and
Don't forget spacetube.com/ oh, damn it.
/ Sid Alpha. Should have just said sidalpha.tv.
I'm gonna have a celebratory bowl of meta wheat with extra spoonfuls of sugar.
Yeah, and it's let's go make our meat.
Are you seriously emailing them your live stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he sent it to
You can mark
yeah.
down you have a new contact for your ship. Jalcine Austin, who is the new captain of the, what do we call this ship? Please return to Earth if found, or something like that.
If found, return to Earth.
If found, return to
What was the
Earth.
name?
I'll copy paste it for you.
And the captain's name was
Jalcine Austin.
Jalcine Austin.
I just fucked up my Roll20 really bad. I'm gonna reload it. Yeah, I don't even know how I did that. I've done a lot of things with Roll20 in my time. Got almost 12,000 hours on it, but I've never managed to do that.
Everything looked fine on this end.
Yeah, no, I somehow made the chat bar. It would have looked horrible.
Okay.
Okay, you go to the meeting place where you're waiting for your VI friend, who is in fact waiting for you since you show up late.
Wait, how are we late? We made that jump in like 3 days.
Yes,
Yeah,
but when you were landing on
contacted them when
planet,
we-
yes,
We said we were on the way.
you stopped to have a canyon fight for an hour and then stopped for a sword duel.
I'm like, look, we had to like cover a couple Star Wars movies. So we did that, and we're late. Sorry, I'm late a lot of the time, you'll notice.
It's fine. Do you have the goods?
Yes.
Yeah, right here.
Is this a person or is it another VI?
It's the VI. It's the same VI.
It's the same one. Isn't it funny looking or something?
Yes.
It's the
Doesn't have,
same
like-
VI, didn't it? Oh, it just asked us to procure the goods.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, didn't it give us the goods? And then we,
No, it told you to go to La Bella and buy the goods and bring them back.
it's like,
Yeah,
that
we had to
doesn't
just
make
do
any
that.
sense.
Which we did. We went to La Bella. We
Okay.
bought the goods. We brought them back.
You don't mind if I
So-
open these goods and check the veracity of them?
Oh, go ahead. I hope your employer's happy with it. You'll notice we did make a good time on the delivery for you there, yeah?
An excellent time. In fact, according to my calculations, your time should be impossible.
You're welcome.
That's humanity for you. A lot of
Indeed.
impossible things.
It starts trying to open the black box power generators, but of course they're specifically made to not be they're black boxes. So the VI spends like 10 minutes trying to open them and figure out the workings, and it's not going to happen.
I'm like,
and
all
then-
right, so you can tell that we couldn't get in either because you obviously can't, and we
Understood.
can't tamper with
Although
it.
we didn't try.
It tests the nuclear inhibitor and then opens the pocket nuke and says,
It tests the nuclear inhibitor by setting off the nuke.
No, it doesn't do that. My employer has authorized me to provide you with full funding plus a bonus for speedy delivery.
Excellent.
And this employer's name is...
None of your concern. You are being compensated well for the anonymousness of this job.
This person,
Yeah.
It was a long
this
time ago
employer
not to
is
ask
human, right?
questions.
I'm not authorized to answer that question. I believe you asked the exact same thing last time.
Yeah, but I thought, now that we came through for you, you'd be a little bit more willing to...
This terminal is merely an
share.
extension of the Master's will.
And doing a good job of it. Thanks so much.
Your praise fills me with glory.
I'll take those credits anytime you're ready.
It offers to send over Labellin credits. So just like standard galactic credits.
Okay.
Unless you'd like them in some other denomination.
No, standard galactic credits are fantastic.
Okay.
I mean,
Can we
unless
make
you
sure
pay
they're
us
all
in
5s
straight
and
pounds.
10s?
They're digital currencies, so
So
you get
They're
them
all
in.
in zeros and ones.
You get
Sid.
130,000 credits.
sweet.
That's true. You get them all in zeros and ones. No, actually, they're stored 16-bit style and hexadecimal.
Hexadecimal,
So
baby.
you get like some
you should
FF.
really check out quantum computing. Okay, this binary crap, it's for the birds.
Okay. Cool.
So is that profit? Did we make profit?
That is
Yeah,
that is
that was
profit
a
right there.
delivery. Like they paid for the purchase, so that was like delivery money, right? Like
Yeah.
that's straight profit. So now we
That's
can actually
straight
do
profit.
stuff for the
Sweet.
ship.
So I can actually have money. So next time there's gambling going on where the captain's involved in a duel, I can place a bet.
Mm-hmm. Make some.
That would be
dough.
great.
But also we can actually do stuff to the ship with that amount of money, probably.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you can start trying to buy mods, like really cheap ones.
I mean, we could get like.
I'm like the mod guy.
It's true.
That's a good thing you read those mod rules.
Yeah,
Huh.
That was me giving you an armbar.
I know.
I would like to spend some time here to get some stuff so that I can buy it for cheap, strike a good bargain.
You want to see what's
shop
available on
around.
Planet?
Yeah.
Shop around.
You better shop around, shop. Okay, what color of planet are we on here?
It's yellow.
You are in the Esclabarian system, I believe.
Cool.
Yes.
So,
You got pre-tech junk and small arms and energy. I should open up the trade thing. Because it's been a super long time since I've done this.
let's make a deal.
Yeah, let's not do that particular way of doing things. Shark Tank, pitch me what you want to pay for these goods, and then I'll tell you whether I pay for them or not.
Didn't we have to go to Vebigi to pick up the poodle?
Well, you have to go buy the Pionian. It's a cat,
Yes.
a rabbit hybrid.
Yes.
Oh, so
and
it's
we're-
a feline jackalope.
We're going there next. So there's some good stuff that will sell very well that we could possibly pick up here. So if I can buy it for cheap, then it's very good.
How good? Like super good or just like regular good?
Oh, it's just like regular good. I lied.
It's just like regular good? Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Acquisition,
I was
now that you have their
thinking-
money, never give it back.
Yeah, like once you've got their money, you just don't give it back.
I actually have the rules of acquisition somewhere. I need to find
Peace is
it.
good for business and war is good for business. That's the only ones you need to know.
So
Okay, so we need to see what goods are available. It takes
Treat your
you
clients like family. Exploit them.
a week to do this, and you
yes.
roll 2d10s.
2d10s.
Never
One
let family
and
get in the way
eight.
of profit. A 1 and an 8 means the following goods are available: pre-tech junk, salvage, and metal ingots common. Are we? Or did I do the right system? No, it's Ed Nobby. Yep. Okay, so I did the wrong system.
It should be
Nobby. It's clothing
clothing
and raw
and
material
post-
for drugs. Right? 1 and 8.
1, 2. Yes. So it should have been a D8.
No, you still do D10s. On a 10,
Oh.
you get nothing.
What
Oh,
kind
that's-
of drugs?
That's bullshit.
Whoa. Whoa.
That's a good question. I'm gonna be totally honest here. From a business perspective, raw drugs are not very profitable.
Clothing is cheap here, however.
Clothing is very cheap, so I might be able to strike a good bargain.
almost everyone wears clothes.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Okay, the friction rating here is level 4. What is your expertise modifier?
Let me double check. I think it's 6 now. Because
What the what?
It's 2 for my charisma,
That's true.
2 for trade, so that's 4.
Yes.
And then we also count
Connection skill.
connect. We got 1 in that.
So
And
that's
then
5.
Talk.
No.
Okay, so it's just 5. I
Plus
swear
5.
it was 5 before.
No, it definitely wasn't 5 before because no one had a +2 in any skills.
I know, but I thought there was one other thing that we added in there.
It is trade skill, connection skill, and the better of your intelligence and charisma.
Okay, so it must have been 4
5.
before.
So
five
that
there.
means you have a +2 to this roll.
Since we're buying,
I mean, we pull
Yeah,
all
it's
of our stats,
whatever way
right?
it's going to be 2 in the correct direction.
so that's
It's going to be
minus
-2. Yep. So
Okay.
you roll 3d6 and -2. 11. It is available for base price. You are talking to a outfitter on Planet on Insove. They are working through a VI chassis, but occasionally during the negotiations they take over, and it's like is it Chappie where they've got like an animated face? Anyway, so
I
the
actually
robot's
saw
face
Chappie.
will go blank, and then it'll like Skype video in the actual dealer, and he's like, no, the robot's doing it wrong. Okay, you're not gonna take me that easily. I'm not a friggin' moron. Okay.
I'm like, look, I mean, the clothes are quality, but your color palettes are awful.
The clothes quality here could not be better. We make the greatest clothing in the entire sector. Nobody hand weaves these better than the aliens, okay? Nobody.
Oh, I
You
mean,
see this level of stitching right here? You cannot get this level of stitching without 3,000 micro nanotubules, all right? The Kargoth, with their weird animal lizard hands, are capable of doing this, okay? Okay? You cannot get this with an industrial machine. These are handcrafted with love in them. I'm not going for anything less than retail value.
Look, I think we need to.
What if we were to work out a different deal?
This is the deal, okay? This is the deal.
There's nothing you need transported?
Are you offering to go on an adventure for him?
Yes.
Well, now's the perfect time to take a break so that I can roll up an adventure and see. So rather than me going and getting a drink and going to the bathroom, instead I'm spending my break working.
Look, like, what are you trying to get us
Because you're
into
greedy
here?
as hell.
Yes, I'm greedy as hell. That is
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I hired you.
We'll be back in 8 minutes for the second half as I slave away over a hot keyboard making fresh hot garbage.
Thank you.
I was looking for people to hire on the ship, and Juan Diego was like, I demand higher pay. And I was like, you're hired. Keep demanding more money from everyone.
Yes.
We'll be back soon. Stick around. Enjoy the break music.